Congratulations upon reaching this day. I also want to recognize the presence of Dr. Barije. Thank you for being here. Our students wouldn't learn without your goodwill, and so we appreciate your presence here. Without wasting time, am I audible?
You are edible.
Without wasting any time, I would like to invite our Deputy Dean. I think our Dean was here, but he had to run off, multiple responsibilities. He had an emergency. But I would like to invite Dr. Jonans, please. He's very smart today. Very, very smart. And I would request us to really keep quiet because he's a really soft-spoken person. Thank you. We can give you a stool.
Thank you, Dr. Vicky, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, colleagues. I hope you can hear me well. Our dear Vice Chancellor, represented here by the DVC Finance and Administration, Professor Kazova, who has just excused himself to receive a phone call. The Executive Director of the hospital, Mba'Ra Regional Referral Hospital, you're most welcome. Our distinguished guests and friends from the rest of the faculties and university administrative units. We have the legal officer here, Mr. Timothy. Thank you so much, Mr. Timothy, for coming. We have our International Relations Officer, Madame Sheila. You're most welcome. We have the Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences and Technology, Dr. Obongochi. You're most welcome. We have other distinguished guests. We have our Chief Security Officer, and many others. I may not be able to remember all the faces I've seen, but you are all invited and you're all most welcome to this function. Our main guests for this function are actually the distinguished colleagues who have served mass for a very long time and have attained their retirement in the past 2 years, and they are here in the front seat. So we really appreciate the services to mass, and in the next few minutes, as we proceed with this function, we are going to officially recognize them as we give them some awards. So for this end of year get together team building event, we are recognizing our distinguished servicemen and women of the Faculty of Medicine who have recently retired. Yeah, so that is our main activity for this evening. But of course, this is a party. It's an end of year party. The Dean was with us in the faculty board. He has rushed to the theater to attend to an emergency. So this is a working party in actual sense. So you can still attend to an emergency if there is one, to save a life. So he's going to be taking us very shortly after addressing that and handing it over to the rest of the team. So there's no problem. I've not taken over. yet at least. So, Michael, the faculty of medicine, this is your party. This is your party. We have invited other members from the university. Please welcome them. Receive them with warm hands. This is who we are, the faculty of medicine. We know that it's been a long journey, as Dr. Vicky was mentioning. COVID affected us as a faculty more than any other because we lost some people, we lost our colleagues, and we were on the front line, so the risks to us were more than maybe for the other people. But we are now here. We are now here. The Lord has seen us through, and we are thankful. But in a special way, we appreciate the services that you've rendered to the constituency, to the students. We were in the faculty board earlier, and we mentioned a lot of things. Our core responsibilities as a faculty are teaching, research, clinical services, and community service. We know clinical services are part of the community service, but clinical services are special, and we look at them in a unique way. And we've been able to deliver on all these mandates because of you, the staff of the faculty. So we appreciate you. We have been with students in the faculty board, and we ask them to come and be part of this party. I hope the students are here. Can you, they are even in front of me. You're most welcome. They are representing the rest of the students in the faculty. So it's not just a staff party, it's a faculty party. So the students were telling us that you've been good to them. At least most of the time, you've been good to them. So we take that positive feedback. And we encourage all of us to keep up the good work where we have really done well in the teaching, because it's a core responsibility. Whereas the whole faculty is about 200 staff, the students I think are more than 3,000 in total. We combine all the programs in the faculty and all the years. So they are more than us. So they are the ones who are most affected when things are not going well. And they are the ones who benefit the most when things are going well. So we have to be mindful of the needs of the students when we are planning our time, when we are coming up with our work schedules and our plans as a department or as a faculty. So we have to put the interests of our students on the forefront. And we appreciate that you have done that most of the time because that's what they have told us. But also they have told us that there are areas where we need to improve as a faculty. Our communication with the students needs to be more streamlined so that they know what we think about them. Sometimes they come to our offices and our offices are not as welcoming as the students would wish them to be. Because, for example, I receive on average maybe 20 students a day. So the first student and the last student expect to be treated in the same way, in a kind, welcoming, warm way. If there is tea, it should be served as well. But then me, who is interacting with these different faces, with all other things that I'm doing, I may not be able to receive that 20th person in the same freshness as I did for the first 3 days. Yet the students' expectations are the same. Okay? So we need to be able to, to understand that need from the students, so that our services can be well received by them and can have a more meaningful impact. So I'm not here to give a speech, because the speech is going to be given by the dean for the faculty. But I'm here to welcome you, to tell you that this is your party. This is your party, and you deserve it. We've done lots of research. We've initiated STEAM grants, and in our faculty board earlier today, those who represented you, the heads of departments, heads of programs, the heads of committees, they told us that the STEAM grants are having an impact, because in total we've given out 14 grants as a faculty. The first 9, actually 12 of them were teams. They were awards to teams, and each team had at least 5 members. Most of the teams actually had 7. So each team had at least 5 members. So if you get 5 multiplied by 12, that is 60. 60 members of the Faculty of Medicine staff, especially, but they also include students. Each team must have a student, at least postgraduate, but many of them had even undergraduate students. So we have 60 people in the Faculty of Medicine who are going to be part of some publication, at least a publication. So that's going to be a big impact, because everyone can count themselves to be part of some research publication. That's going to increase the visibility of the faculty and of the university, but at the same time, it's going to encourage the young researchers, because most of these things are actually for young and upcoming researchers. We hope that they'll be inspired to do more research, to become more independent as researchers, to work in teams as well, and to attract bigger grants. Some of the teams have published, and I think Johnny Siko is one of them. His team, we must recognize it. Our pioneer STEAM grantee, whose teams have published their first publication at least for this STEAM grant, and they may be having more publications to come from the same grant, because you can publish every specific objective if you do it very well. So we believe that that's going to be an improvement across the board for the faculty on the aspect of research. We have the clinical services. We appreciate all our clinicians who are in the Faculty of Medicine. We appreciate you, because we know that the work you do on the wards, most of the time, especially on the academic side, is not fully appreciated. It's not fully appreciated, because when we are doing promotions, you don't usually quote the number of patients you have managed as part of your evidence or as part of the justification for why you should be promoted. So we appreciate that you do these things, and they don't necessarily count towards your promotions or your pay, but you do it anyway. And for that, we thank you very much. Many departments, internal medicine, ENT, they are also managing our students. I was going to say our patients. For us, we deal with students as a faculty of medicine, but of course, we know that our staff are also managing patients. But I'm talking about patients who are also our students. Me, who is in charge of undergraduate studies, I know students come to me when they have problems, when their friends are ill, or when they themselves are ill and unable to pay for some of the services. And I usually call on our staff who are in the hospital offering these services. And they always treat our students for free. So we thank you, Director of the hospital, for making these services free for our students. I remember a drive that was happening in the first faculty where a student was having like chronic problems, and we had to extend a hand as a faculty to them, and that student was managed by our clinicians in the faculty. And since that time, actually, I don't think there has been I've not really seen that issue coming up again. Hopefully, the student was treated and they recovered. So community service, we are known for that. For COBAS, we are a university and we are a faculty that wants to address relevant problems in the community. That's our flagship program, the COBAS. We know that with the support of management, the VCs here, we will be able to at least have a period of COBAS that is 4 months, not 4 months, but 4 weeks and above. 4 weeks and above. It started with 10 weeks, then we came to 8, then 6. This year, it was only 3 weeks. Last year, it was 2 weeks COBAS. That's a short period. With the support of management, you can get funds. We should at least have a whole month of placement in those communities. I know 4 months, rather 4 weeks is not long enough, but at least it's better than the 2 weeks that we had last year because of shortage of funds. So, once again, we thank you, our staff, for delivering on those 4 components of the that constitute our core service as the university and as a faculty of medicine. We appreciate you, and we thank you for coming to this function. We call upon you to enjoy. Please enjoy. Be happy. I hope the DJ is going to play us some good music. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. I'll hand over to the MC so that we can remain on the program. Dr. Vicky.
Thank you, Dr. Jonas. I'm sure we all had finally the microphone, all right? I know you people are hungry. Anyway, again, you're all welcome. Those who have just joined us, members of the Faculty of Medicine, this is your dinner, this is your time to shine, to enjoy yourself, to share stories, to dance. I'm sure we'll have dance at the end, and to appreciate each other. Now, because our dean is not yet back, we are going to skip a few items and move over to dinner. I can see you. We are going to move over to dinner now, but before we move to dinner, the Deputy Dean talked about research grants. By show of hands or by standing up, how many of us belong to a research team that received part of the funding? Thank you, Dora. Oh, no, lava. Let's clap our hands, you people. Yes? Great milestones. Yes? There was a time when having research teams was a dream for Faculty of Medicine. Now it's a reality. Sure, if we are not thankful, then I don't know what we are. Yes? So one round of applause, please. Clap for yourselves. Clap for our leadership, the Dean and the Deputy Dean. Clap for the university leadership. And as a representative of the First Mile, yes, Dr. Brian, I'm looking at you. We would like to thank the SIT and First Mile team for the grants that they have given to these research teams and for the research that is coming out. We wouldn't have done it without you, so we really thank you and appreciate you. And thank you for being here with us today. I think our dinner should be ready, but let me check. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I'm back. Dinner will be ready in 10 minutes. So, in those 10 minutes, I'm going to call upon Mr. Obongoloch. Thank you for agreeing to speak on behalf of the deans of the other faculties. We stand together as masks, and without each other we are nothing. And so we recognize you, and we'd like to say just a few things. We need 10 minutes to allow the people in the kitchen to... No, I'm kidding. This is your time.
I don't think I can take 10 minutes. That's too much.
Thank you, Dr. Vicky. I'm called Dr. Johnson Bungolot. I am in the Department of Anesthesia. And my boss, Dr. Tendo and Dr. Munyarugiro, they deployed me at first in Jihumbro to do some kind of caretaking there, where I'm currently serving as the dean. But after my time is over there, I will come back home to the department. I hope that my head of department will receive me then. But I want to thank faculty for always standing tall at the university. We at first emulate you, and we are always looking at the time when university will also be known for engineering. Currently, when we go out there, and then we say we have students, we are looking for internship places. people tell us this is not a hospital. And we are like, no, we are also doing engineering. Then they said, oh, I mean, Mba'Ra is also doing engineering. So medicine is what sells us now. But we hope that other faculties will also pull up their socks come all together as a University of Science and Technology. I'm proud to have been part of the Faculty of Medicine, where I was an assistant lecturer teaching nobody. But I was an assistant lecturer there for several years. But I didn't teach people. I was teaching equipment and interacting with them. But that is the faculty that molded me into the university service. And I'm very grateful for the leadership of Faculty of Medicine. By then it was Dr. Professor Kabachenga then, who was the dean. We even tried to start biomedical engineering under the Faculty of Medicine because Faculty of Engineering was delaying. We tried a couple of times to start the biomedical engineering program under Faculty of Medicine, but I'm glad that the faculty finally came and we have gotten a home. Back in the hospital, those of you in the hospital are just now a little bit more in the Faculty of Medicine. So we are trying to integrate that we work together as with the Faculty of Medicine to grow the university. I want to thank the new leadership of the faculty, Dr. Ngonzi and Dr. Jonant, for having organized a party like this. We tried organizing a party one time. Some of you probably saw an email inviting the whole university for end of year party from FAST. And then we realized we have made a mistake, then we cancelled it. But I'm sure that we will have ours as well. And we will call you. Thank you so much. I don't want to talk for the people said I talk on behalf of the other faculties, but nobody sent me here, so I might say something that they don't agree with, so I will not. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, John. The first event we had like this was last year, at least in the time that I've been in the faculty. And it's exciting to see that this year, even more people have turned up. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate a group of people that are not appreciated enough in our faculty. Some of them you know by name, some you don't. You see them every day. And each time we are appreciating people, it's top management somewhere. I'd like to thank our security team. We appreciate you. I would like to thank all the secretaries in the faculty. Doreen, Anabawe, Godwin, David, Christine. Christine is everywhere all the time. She's always here. Christine, we appreciate you. When Ames has refused, you call Christine. When the Max have refused, you give them to Christine and she enters them for you. Thank you. We appreciate you, my dear. I'd like to appreciate, I saw them, Mr. Kato, Jolie. Thank you. Thank you for your services. We really appreciate you all. And we are happy to see you here. I've been reminded, our technicians, well, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. We appreciate, who else? Just mention them, I might not know everyone. Eh? But where is she? Really? Finance? I'm innocent. In faculty of medicine, exactly, Chicago. Anyway, we appreciate you all. And we are happy that you're here to celebrate with us. Our dear Dean, Dr. Nwanzi, welcome back. We were missing you. Yeah. Now we are feeling warm. Thank you for coming back. I would like to, at this juncture, welcome our Dean to say something. He's our host today. So feel at home, munye, munywe, agabwire twe. Agabude. Oi. Dr. Nwanzi, please. In the short time that he has been the Dean, he has created such happiness twice. 2 times. On top of all the other wonderful things we have had. But this kind of happiness happening twice, it's not simple. You're welcome, Dean.
Good evening. Good evening. The Vice Chancellor, the Hospital Director. I saw the Director Human Resource here, and the different deans and directors, my fellow colleagues in the Faculty of Medicine, and also very important, the students who have traveled from holidays to come and eat meat. I want to welcome you. I know that my dear colleague, Dr. Jonans, has already spoken to us, so I will not be the reason between, here dinner that has been set. We want to appreciate everyone's input in the faculty. It's now 1 year and 2 months since issued letters of Dean and Deputy Dean. So this is our 14th month in office, and we have truly enjoyed the support from each one of you. We have a small team we work with at the faculty level, the administrator, the assistant administrator, my colleague Dr. Jonans. We have Christine, Mukiza, Doreen. I'll not mention the other name because when the questions come. Doreen from Ankole. Me, I'm Joseph from Bundibuju. Arnold, the registry team, you've done a very wonderful job. Thank you for being very warm people. We enjoy working with you and for supporting all the 24 departments. About 14 months ago, we decided to tell the story of the Faculty of Medicine. And Mr. Chancellor, sir, we commissioned the ICT committee of the faculty to gather stories that make up the Faculty of Medicine. And so today we shall be launching a documentary of the Faculty of Medicine. And we hope that this will be shared with everyone within the country and outside the country. We want to appreciate the Committee on ICT, and I'll ask everyone to applaud you. At Hire, Catherine and your team, thank you for the job well done. Together with 8 TV, you've done a great job. The other different committees have also done very wonderful jobs, and we are grateful that you're part of the Faculty of Medicine. This may have been mentioned by my colleague, Dr. Jonans. We have people who have retired from the faculty, and so today is a very special day for them too. I would want to see those who have been able to make it here. Our retirees in the last 3 years. Let me just see your hands up. Why don't I ask you to stand up? Yes. We are faculty of medicine. Let's appreciate these people. I'm seeing Dr. Kasisi is growing younger. Pade looks like a teenage boy. Miss Betty Chitio is like 21 years old. Even the now, Gaston, did you retire? Yeah, Gaston is one of the tycoons in Mba'Ra. Yeah, Francis, you also retired. Yes, Francis now no longer walks, sleepwalking, is very awake. Yes, so we celebrate you. You are our heroes, and we are delighted to have the Vice Chancellor today, now, but in his capacity as the person in charge of finance and administration, he will be handing over our tokens of appreciation to you. We have been working hand in hand with him, and this is a thought that we collaboratively worked out. And so it has started in the medical school. We hope other faculties will also be able to work together with the Office of the University Secretary, Director Human Resource, DVC F&A, appropriate this kind of appreciation. The hospital directors, I wind up. Usually when I'm in class and I hear noises going beyond the agreed decibels, I know that hunger has set in. So, the hospital director, thank you for being a great partner and being a part of the Faculty of Medicine. We appreciate all your input in training our students, and of course many of us working there. We are glad that you came. I'll keep it here, and I want to wish us a great evening. Enjoy yourselves, and so I wish us a great evening. Next year we shall have another team building activity. We are very, our minds are made up to have moments of joy together. The year's been very tight and busy. We've lost loved ones, and I know some of you are still marking. But at least for today, we've decided to come and have fun, cool off some stress. I've never seen Caleb drinking soft drinks, but today it looks like he has a Fanta before him. I am afraid that it may rain today. Every time you call him when the generator is off, he sounds like he's coming from a hangover, but he does the service. Yeah, so I want to invite Okay, my sister here, Dr. Victoria, wants the three of us to hand over the certificates or the tokens of appreciation to these retired but not tired Ugandans. And I'll ask, I think we'll do it from there. We don't want to move people. Yeah, so we're going to begin. We're going to read the names. One of the retirees, Mr. Vice Chancellor, has not been able to make it. He's a little weak, but he has joined online. Yeah, let's welcome Dr. Kakaire from. Dr. Kakaire, are you able to, to just greet the people here? Yeah, Dr. Kakaire. as he finds way to greet us and receive his gift online. Yes, Dr. Kakaire. Hello.
This is Mba'Ra speaking.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening to you there.
How is Mba'Ra?
Mba'Ra is okay. We are glad to have you online.
Come again.
We are happy to see you online.
Now, it's better to you once more.
Thank you.
So that to share with you computing technology.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we're going to read out the names and we'll ask you to move to that high table. Doreen, are the gifts ready? We want them near the Vice Chancellor's table. So Dr. Victoria is going to read the names and then each one of you will come and receive your token of appreciation. It's worth many thousands of dollars from the heart. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. Without wasting any more time, I'm going to call up one by one Ms. Florence Mba'Ra. Sharon. Can someone receive it on her behalf? The head of department. Thank you, Dr. Murphy. Next, we have Mr. Mate Aloysius. More hand claps, eh? Thank you. Even you, when you retire, we shall stand for you. Next, we have Mr. Francis Tumwesije. Thank you very much, Mr. Francis. I remember disturbing Mr. Francis a few years ago to get me 10 cadavers so that I could train my students, and I wanted them fresh. So you can imagine. Thank you, Mr. Francis. We are not talking about who ended up on the tables. Next, we have Mr. Gaston Zirahire. Mr. Gaston taught me how to do an LP, that's an injection, as a medical student. Next, we have Dr. Balam Kasisi Mujuni. Wait, we're not so solo. You people need about me. But I guess we all have fond memories of being in Physiology 1. Dr. Kasisi, you're appreciated. Thank you. Next, we have Miss Betty Hitio. I should mention that Madame Betty, like we fondly used to call her, Senga, retired from the Faculty of Medicine and went to another faculty, but it feels like she should come back. Eh? She was our mother, Madame Betty. Thank you. Next, we have Dr. Kakaire Michael, who is online. I will request Dr. Simon Ruggiero to come and receive his token on his behalf. And last but not least, definitely not least, is Mr. Paddy Mehayo. Asa mtero mungalo bantu.
Yabare.
To all of you, our dear retirees, we appreciate the time and the efforts that you put into making the Faculty of Medicine what it was and what it continues to be. We know that there are memories of you etched in our minds, and we will not forget you as a faculty. You remain family. Thank you very much for your service. Because food is coming, not so. Before we go for food, I think we are going to ask our dear retirees, our dear family, stand up and have a photo with. I don't even know how to talk about these people. But yes, let's have a photo moment. The rest of us, I tell them, music. DJ. DJ. Before we eat, we should pray. Okay. So I'm going to call upon Kathy. Kathy, please pray for us. Dr. Kathy Kabana, yes. Before we pray, as we go to eat, pass by here, wash your hands, and you can go to the serving point. We will start with the people on my left, our distinguished guests. Yes, this is my left. Then the rest of us will follow as we are guided. Thank you. Ourselves and we pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Our Father, what in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. To be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for the gift of life. We pray for the food that we are about to eat to give us the energy that we deserve.
We also pray for who prepared the food. Bless their hands, Father. In the Lord's name I pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Holy Spirit.
Thank you very much, Kathy. So we have two washing points. There is one over here and one over there. Feel free to use either one of them. I'm going to request that we start serving with the Dr. I request you to lead our distinguished guests so they can go and have dinner. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I must apologize for delaying your dinner a little bit, but this was my mistake. I did not let our Vice Chancellor speak. I beg to be forgiven. Professor Kazova, our DVC Finance, we request that you give a few remarks. And the DVC is going to give his remarks, followed shortly by the hospital director.
Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Faculty of Medicine and your Deputy, the directors of departments, deans, senior lecturers, and all the invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to congratulate you upon almost finishing 2022. It has not been easy. Thank you very much. Of course, we are doing this. You know, we went through COVID, we went through Mba'Ra, but we should thank God because we are alive. And when we are celebrating or we are having a party, then the first thing to do is thank God, isn't it? So let's thank God. Secondly, I want really to thank Dean Bonzi for inviting me to be here with you to have the dinner. I know most of you, or all of you, actually work in the hospital. You work with me, we work together. If you were not there, this hospital would literally be the way it is. Therefore, I wouldn't be very selfish by not thanking you. Therefore, I want openly to thank you for the work you are doing and which you are continuing to do. Thank you so much. Ending a year certainly is good, and Dean Bonzi, it is good to bring the family together here to celebrate. Therefore, this should be an annual event. And I know, as a hospital also, we are going to have end of year party. So most of you travel as faculty, but also hospital staff. So when we call you here again, don't hesitate to come and eat the hospital party. Vice Chancellor, thank you for allowing me to speak. I want to thank you for giving these people jobs and for deploying them in the hospital where they work. Actually, they do more work for the hospital than for the university. So, but all these things are complementary, and we should thank them because they are doing what they are doing. Thank you, and over to you. Thank you so much.
Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, of course our Vice Chancellor would have loved to be here, to celebrate with you for what we are doing as an institution, and in particular, Faculty of Medicine, but he's not around, so I'm standing in for him. When I reflect, I look back 33 years ago, what comes to mind and what I see, I do remember one time we had 7 staff who were on the payroll of Faculty of Medicine. You can imagine 7 staff. But now, when the Deputy Dean was mentioning that me that you are about 200, and that's the fact. So when you look at the percentage of those who are employed in the Faculty of Medicine, it's about 37%. That's an achievement. But when I look back, I could see those who started the faculty, they had the zeal to ensure that the University of Science and Technology takes off, and particular Faculty of Medicine. They were determined to continue fighting, and they had to fight. So that reminds me of a word which unfortunately I do not know how to pronounce it, but I know how to spell it. But let me spell that word. It's K-I-S-S. But what does that word mean to us when we are seated here to celebrate end of this year, to celebrate the achievement of Faculty of Medicine, and celebrate the achievement of Mba'Ra University of Science and Technology? K stands for keep. Keep. I is it. S is simple. But put a line between the two S. Put a line between the two S. And the last letter is stupid. I'm putting a line there. In other words, whatever you are doing, you keep it simple. But sometimes people who don't know what you are doing, they may think you are stupid, when in actual fact you are not stupid. It is them who are saying you are stupid, who are stupid. So what do I mean here? When the university was starting the faculty, and there is a lot we have achieved from the faculty, there is a lot the faculty is doing. Just as an example, when you talk of research, Faculty of Medicine tops the list. When you talk of people, staff who are publishing, Faculty of Medicine tops the list. When we talk of faculty that is heavily engaged in the community, Faculty of Medicine tops the list. When you look at the staff who are doing amazing job at the institution, it is Faculty of Medicine. I can go on and on. That leads me of the two words, and between them there are 8 letters. Thank you. The two words are thank you. Team, Faculty of Medicine. Team, the dean and your team, please. we need to thank you, the staff of Faculty of Medicine. We need to thank you for what you are doing. I sometimes tell this story, but it is an academic story. When you look at a building, or even where we are seated here, it is made up of many bricks. For example, the administration block of Faculty of Medicine, many bricks. Some are in the foundation, others are in the walls, others are in the outer walls, but all of them, they are bricks. What exactly do I mean? When I look around, and I see a number of CPUs in this room, in your different vocations, whether you are a sweeper, you are a brick to the Faculty of Medicine. Whether you are a secretary, you are a brick. Whether you are a student, you are a brick. Whether you are a professor, you are a brick. Whether you are somebody manning a lab, you are a brick. So we need to thank you for what you are doing for Mba'Ra University of Science and Technology, as our motto is, succeed, we must. Succeed, we must. But remember this. I can look around and I see there are some people who are young. We want to emulate what I can advise. Emulate the example of our colleagues who have been working with us, but they have retired honorably. As you sit back, as you do work, as you enter the lecture room, as you sweep the offices' lecture rooms, as you correct papers. In other words, whatever you are doing in the faculty, remember you still have an unfinished business to do for Mba'Ra University of Science and Technology, and I thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Kazova and Dr. Barije. Allow me to blow our trumpet a little bit more. He has touched on it a little, but just allow me 2 minutes. The Faculty of Medicine to date has 1,282 publications. Yes. And among the top 10 researchers in maths, 8 are from here. You guys are powerful. Please clap your hands. 1,283 publications to date. You guys are powerful. I'm very proud to be associated with the members of the Faculty of Medicine. And with that, dinner is underway. Please don't swallow your saliva. A minute, a Tuesday. DJ, please, the ambit. As the DJ organizes himself, I forgot to mention the presence of one of our former deans, Professor Kawachenga. If I don't talk about you today, when will I talk about you? Professor taught us, still teaching us, still here, strong and energetic. Thank you for coming, Prof. Soon to retire, no. Well, if the man must retire, the man must retire. Hopefully, he'll retire happy.